This seed spawns you on top of a mega survival island, which almost entirely consists of a huge mega stony mountain. Yeah, apart from a few certain things around it, this is pretty much a mountain island. And this is pretty much what it looks like from the sky, and yeah, this is quite the island, and quite the mountain, and quite the mountain island. And if you happen to climb up the mountain, you'll obviously notice a few things on your way. One, just off to the coast over there, there's a tiny bit of mesa badlands over there. And also heading yourself up the mountain, you'll find yourself a jungle temple, somehow, pretty decently high up. And when you eventually reach the top of this mountain, you'll see that we're all the way up at Y206. Which you can't argue with me saying that this is a pretty decent mountain, especially for one, like, surrounded by oceans. But yeah, coming off that Mesa Badlands part, which, by the way, from this angle, it just looks amazing. You can see that for the Mesa Badlands, we have probably just enough sand to make this one island useful. And speaking of useful, even though this thing is technically in the middle of the ocean, that doesn't mean that mainland isn't actually too necessarily far away, because literally about 200-300 blocks away, you'll find yourself some mainland. And if 200 to 300 blocks is a bit far for you to travel from your main island, then just set yourself off in this direction, because literally about 100 blocks separated between it is mainline over here too, with also some pretty equally impressive mountains around the place. But why would you ever want to leave for mainland when the spawn here is just that cool?